what it's like when you become that version of you who you design and who is very much aligned to that desire. And it is such a beautiful experience to share with you coming at the other end, on the other side, right? What happens is that it all starts with a desire. I would love to have more money. I would love to have a car. I would love to have a house. And a lot of times, most of the people say, oh, you know what? It's so greedy. We shouldn't have that. We shouldn't be saying that. We should be happy with what we've got. But what we don't understand, that the desire you have got is not really to get. It's for you to grow and to become that version of you. All these desires are almost like a first starting point. But that is a shallow end of the pool. But when we actually say, you know what, I'm gonna go after it, and you start working on your self-concept and you start doing all the beautiful transformation, that's when you realize, oh, it was never about getting, it was all about becoming, right? When we start to see that the way I am right now is not serving me, the feelings, the beliefs, the ideas, the notions, the thoughts I have are not really serving me, right? And my behavior is not aligned to what I really want to achieve. And we say, let me release all the blocks and redesign myself. And when we do that, we realize that we start to become who we really are. And then there is this innate sense of freedom, that innate sense of flow, that innate sense of being unapologetically yourself, that innate sense of like, wow, this is how I've always been. Like, why wasn't I like that before? Like, why didn't I know that this is who I really am? That innate sense of purity, that innate sense of almost like you're connected to divine and you are limitless, that innate sense of freedom. I use this word freedom with self-concept, and the reason is not just because you've got money so you can do whatever you want and you can have whatever you want. It's about the freedom to be yourself, the freedom to know that this is who I really am and I'm reclaiming my identity. Of course, we all desire the freedom that comes with money, but the freedom to be yourself is, oh my God, it 100x. I wouldn't even say 10x. I would say 100,000x or millionx better than the freedom that comes with money. Because once we really see who we are and we get connected to our true being, it's like life starts flowing through us so beautifully. It's like everything just happens so naturally and we are in the flow, we are at ease, we just are. It's no more about, oh, I do this, I have to do this, I have to get this done. This is who I am. This is how I show up in the world, and I feel deeply connected to my beings. A lot of times when people come on a call with me and they ask me this question, that I feel really disconnected, I don't know who I am, I want to get to that next level but I feel really stuck. What they're really trying to tell me is that I want to be me, that I want to be who I really am, and I am disconnected from my being. My old programming or my paradigm has taken me to the point where I'm not even myself. I don't know who I am, and I want to know who I am, right? And it's such a beautiful experience. So this happened to me, right? When I was learning about this self-concept, I got obsessed with it very, very quickly, and I knew that this deep down, that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I was trying to change me, and I was trying to say, okay, this is who I am, but I'll be somebody else, right? And I will try to build upon something which is not me. And that seems so shallow and unrealistic and superficial. But when I started stemming from who I really am and coming from within me, everything just changed, because I just became more of me. And then that freedom of being yourself is almost like the feeling is that, oh, I've been acting for so long the version who wasn't me, and it was so uncomfortable, and it was so annoying, and now I feel so good because I get to be me. Imagine you're wearing really uncomfortable heels, right? And you have been wearing it for so long that you even forgotten what it's like to be comfortable, right? That's what is like when we don't elevate our self-concept, that you wear those heels and you so get used to it that you just accept it. You accept that, you accept the results, you accept your life, and you feel suffocated. You feel like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this place. I'm just like I have these almost like waves of desires coming in. I feel this light, but then it goes away because I have too much shells around me. I have too much blocks, right? And like I cannot go within my heart. And when you elevate your self-concept, release the blocks, you have just unfolded and you're free, and you have taken off those uncomfortable, horrible heels, and now you're wearing the most comfortable heels or slippers, whatever it is, and you are just in flow. You're just flowing like a river, and there is no resistance, no, almost like you want to just express yourself, you want to expand, you want to ascend, you want to have the most expensive, not in terms of money, but the fulfillment, and of course in terms of money, but the most expended experience of life. And you're just like, oh my god, this is who I have always been, and why wasn't I like this, right? It is such a beautiful experience to be who you really are. And I love what Thomas Troward, who was one of the best writers in this field, he said that the easiest thing in this world is to be yourself, and the hardest thing is try not to be yourself. And unfortunately, when we were programmed, by the time we were 7 years old and our self-concept was created, we got a lot of things which were not us at all, right? And a lot of things we tend to suppress in us, which are our biggest gifts. Conversations I'm having with you right now, older version of me would never do that. I would think, oh my god, what am I talking about? What is this? Like, does it even make sense? But now I'm able to express from my heart, and I know that it will resonate with your heart, because it's a heart-to-heart conversation. Really, it's a freedom and permission to express yourself. Hi Mohit, how are you? And to be yourself. You're just a river which flows, and there is no end to you. Like, we feel that there is an end to life, but there isn't really end to life, right? It's just a beautiful experience of moving from our body to our soul, and then continuing our journey, but really feeling the limitlessness of our soul. I feel that self-concept is way more bigger than just, and to live unapologetically, and to just flow and know that you're divine, and know that God or universe didn't make any mistakes, and know that money or achieving results or relationship or health, it is about the freedom to be yourself. It's about removing all the shackles and coming out of that shell and saying, you know what, now I'm in alignment. I've become who I really am. And that is the easiest thing to be, right? Imagine that you have got a heart and it's supposed to pump blood, but you tell the heart that no, you have to do a different job. You have to start supplying oxygen all over the body, and you have to act like the lungs, right? But it's hard for our heart. It's meant to pump the blood. It's like when we are in that different almost character for our life, and we realize this is not me, because the results I'm getting is not serving me, the things I'm coming against is not me. And when we really reclaim our identity, is the truest, most expensive, most expressive, most fulfilling experience in the world. And we realize that this whole thing about having desires, about elevating our self-concept, was a really process to reclaim who we really are. And that is the best thing in the world, the best feeling in the world.